So guys, when I come across a great deal, I don't pass it up. Now you guys know I bought the 1 TB iPhone 14 Pro, and quickly I said, okay, I need to go to the Max version. But after getting the 14 Pro Max, I very soon after wanted to go back to the small one. But all the switching around, I was going to take a L, so I had to hold on to it until I could actually sell it. So I was on the internet the other day and I thought, let me just look again. I'm really tired of switching my SIM card like this, so I'm going to go back to a 13 Pro, which is going to be a better deal. So I was in my T-Mobile account, and I normally don't buy carrier versions, but with an iPhone it doesn't matter because once you pay full cost for it, and then it's on the network for 40 days with T-Mobile, they unlock it for free. So that's exactly what I did. As you can see here, I have a 1 TB iPhone 13 Pro, and I got my SIM card back. So I still have the iPhone 14 Plus, and I enjoy that because it's on my second line. However, my main phone number, I swapped the SIM card around so much, I thought, man, I cannot keep doing this, so I need to get another iPhone that I can work well with and move around when I want to move around. So here is the iPhone 13 Pro, 1 TB. You're not going to believe well, if I titled it right, you already know how much I paid for this. $949. Now, if you guys know how much I paid for the 14 Pro Max and the 14 Pro in a terabyte, they're almost double the price of this. So this to me was a no-brainer, and I wanted to talk about it in this video. So if you have T-Mobile, head over to your T-Mobile account. All colors are in stock. All sizes are in stock at the recording of this video. So I initially looked at the 256 gig, and I thought $899, nah. Then I hit the 512 and the price didn't change. And I was like, whoa, $899 for a 512? Okay, I'll take that. Then I said, you know what? Why not the 1 TB? And lo and behold, when I got over and clicked on the 1 TB, it was only $949. And folks, I think this has got to be one of the best deals on the internet right now for an iPhone. So if you're deciding on whether or not you want to grab the 13 Pro lineup, I think it's a really good deal. And a lot of people promote the 14 Plus as a bad deal, but I don't think it's a bad deal at all. I will be keeping mine. I think it's a great device and it serves its purpose for me. And then the 13 Pro is it was just too good of a deal. I wanted to go with a terabyte version, so initially I bought the deep purple in both the terabyte, the big one and the small one for the 14 Pro. Those are good, but I just really wanted to, and this is from somebody who uses eSIM. The only reason it became a problem for me is because of all the devices I need to test and use, and I physically like to use the devices with a SIM card. I don't want to do a review of something without a SIM card in it. And I did use them with eSIM. My Pixel 7 Pro is one of the only phones that I did not use an eSIM with because I switched back to a physical SIM. So I've been using this with a physical SIM card. But nearly every other device that I've picked up, and I've been using eSIM for years, so it doesn't bother me, but I wasn't switching as much before also. So now that I'm switching a lot more than I have been lately because of all the new devices that I have, I had to go back to a SIM card, and I want to keep a smaller iPhone back in rotation also. And that's really, I could have definitely just gotten the 14 Pro at terabyte, but it's $500-600 more after taxes, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't really use iPhones like that technically, but I do keep an iPhone in rotation. So now I technically have 2 iPhones in rotation like I've had for quite a bit of time. But I did want to share this deal with you, man. I went back from the 14 Pro Max and the 14 Pro down to, if you want to call it going down, to the 13 Pro 1 TB. $950 for the terabyte model is absolutely ridiculous. It's a really good deal, in my opinion. You could say that it's a bad deal. I get it. I understand your point of view. But for a person that wants a terabyte version, and there's going to be a lot of people saying, why do you want a terabyte version? Well, I actually use the iPhones for more than just phone calls, text. I use them to create a lot of stuff on the channel. And I just think that is why this 14 Plus has come in handy, because in the interim of me waiting to get my 13 Pro in and getting rid of the 14 Pro terabyte, I had to have something to use, and the 14 Plus, fantastic. I've shot videos on my car channel with this device, no problems whatsoever. The 14 Plus, in another video, we're going to talk about why that is actually a great deal, and so many people think it's a bad deal, but I think a lot of people just don't understand the concept of where that device fits in. We could definitely say that the iPhone SEs, the second generations, and all of those are horrible deals, but people still find a way to say, actually, it fits my needs. And that is where the 14 Plus does well as well. It fits a lot of people's needs for what they want. So many people say $100 more, just get the Pro. It's easy to say that when you're spending someone else's money. But nonetheless, the 13 Pro lineup is on sale on T-Mobile, and they're not advertising this. You just have to log into your account. They're also not advertising the memory upgrades, basically free memory upgrades. Now, I stand corrected when I actually looked at my account. Well, unless it changed. Before, the 128, the 256, and the 512 were $899, and the terabyte was $949, just $50 more. Now, when I looked in there, it showed $950 for the 512 and the terabyte. I mean, folks, if just get the highest memory, period. I mean, if a person is wanting a 128 gig model, spend $50 more. This is why I'm totally with you guys on spending a little bit more. $50 more from a 128 to a terabyte, $50 more. That's a no-brainer. So if you're in the market for an iPhone and you're on T-Mobile, and you're willing to go ahead and spend the full. I mean, I guess you could finance it too if you don't want to come out of pocket all at once. I prefer have my devices unlocked so that way I can move about with different carriers. But financing it is still an option. You totally can do that. But I see, for me, for the way I'm using the devices, this Pro model, this little guy right here. Oh my gosh, I really missed having the smaller iPhone 14 Pro. I gotta admit. And I was missing it. And so I thought, you know what, I got to just look online and get a 13 Pro. And I looked everywhere. And then I thought, wait a minute, you have T-Mobile, go into your T-Mobile account and see if there's a sale. Because initially I was going to Best Buy because I'm an Elite member and they're still selling the 13 Pros at Best Buy, but they don't have them discounted. So I can't recommend you do that. They have this same device for $1,400 plus tax. And I just don't see the point in that. That's a lot more than that's a third or a little bit more than a third of what I'm paid for. So I definitely recommend that you take the time to make your own choices. But I'm always one to share a good deal with you when I think it's a fairly good deal. Again, just think of it this way: a 128 gig Pro model is $50 less. You can go all the way up to a terabyte for $50 less. And I believe on the Pro models, it's just $100 more, and you go up because it's the Max. But I didn't want a Max because I have this device right here, and it's the same size as a Max, and I didn't want to have two big, ginormous iPhones in my pocket. So I'm traveling a lot, and I like to have a small, compact powerhouse device. And right now, from Apple, that's my small, compact powerhouse device. Terabyte gang still here. Just decided to go back to a SIM card. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Go get that deal if you're on T-Mobile, and check other carriers too. They might be selling the 13 Pro models at a steep discount like this as well. I don't know. You have to do your own research. But T-Mobile customers, there's a deal waiting for you on an iPhone 13 Pro or 13 Pro Max. Go get it.